I want to talk about a sensitive topic today, about pivots, pills, and suicide. Because there's so much literature out there in the lean startup community about pivots and how you should pivot and change direction in your business. But I don't think we talk enough about the psychological weight that goes with that pivot. And I think that could possibly lead the founder, the entrepreneur, into a very deep, dark hole, a depression, pill-popping situation, and possibly even suicide. And I want to talk a little bit about the psychological weight today, why I think it's important, and what causes it, and also what we can possibly do to address this. This is not the world's most researched video. This comes out from the work that I do with startups in the incubators I work and other businesses that I coach and mentor. And I think today I just realized we really need to talk about this. So pivot, just to explain a pivot in the lean startup, it's a change of direction in your business. So suddenly you realize the customer that you thought will pay for this won't pay, so you need to pivot and change to a customer that will pay, a customer with money. Or you thought that the market would value the service or product that you bring, but then you go out and you realize they don't value that, and you need to pivot to something else that they value. I'm sure a lot of people are going to jump in the comments, oh, that's not a pivot. That's fine, do that, I don't mind. What I want to talk about is the weight of making that pivot to me as an entrepreneur. Because I've had to do a pivot after being in a business for 8 years. That was how I've helped and coached and mentored many other startups that had to pivot after 3, 4, or 5 years, and it's hectic. Let me explain. So let's say I'm a new startup and I'm chasing this thing and I'm busy with it, let's say for 1 or 2 or 3 years, which is very long for a startup. But truth be told, if you're not in an incubator and you don't have mentors and people, most startups take that long to get to that. And then you realize one morning out of some event that this business is not working, that this business that you thought will work in this market or for this customer isn't working, and you need to change things. That is hectic. So now I have to make peace with all the time, the effort, the destruction of relationships and loss of time with my family and loved ones, and the promises of greatness that I made to them. All of a sudden I have to stand up and say, no, this is not it. I was wrong. That doesn't sit in any person's backbone easily. It's tough, because now you sit with those biases of the sunk cost that I put in. If you're a hardcore entrepreneur, you probably stopped paying your retirement fund, and now you're 3 years behind on that. You probably moved into a cheaper home, taking the quality of life of your family down. Now you have to admit to them, I was wrong. This is hectic. And this I think we should talk more about. Because I remember in the pivots that I had to make that were quite heavy, sometimes I would go into a slight depression, because it is a grieving phase that I have to go through. But luckily I'm surrounded by mentors and other people also in this space, and I could reach out and get support. Other people aren't that lucky. So I'm thinking, let's start this conversation. Let's talk about the psychological effects of making these freaking pivots, because they can destroy you and withhold you from making that pivot, and not make you bring your greatness to this world and build a business that you truly want. So the best way for you to go through this, in my own experience, but also when I coach and mentor other startups, is just to be open about it. This is hectic for me. I am struggling with this. Just word it in your own language. You don't have to use my language. just say it as it is. I feel like a failure. I feel like I can't face my brother, who's my biggest supporter through all of this, and tell him I was wrong. I can't do this. At least then we know where to help you, how to help you, and where to guide you. Another important thing is, don't go quiet. Please, whatever you do, don't go quiet. That's when things really get hectic. So as I said, if I hit a depression, I call people. I go like, hey buddy, how you doing? I'm in a depro. Okay, cool. I just want to talk about it. And it's about, don't break off contact. Go for more contact. And if you're struggling to reach out to people that could possibly, pick up the phone, search the internet. You will find a community that's there to help you. So yeah, talk about it. Word it in your own way. Don't hide it. Don't keep it away. And the last thing I want to address is, decisions got you in this, decisions will get you out. And you don't have to solve the whole equation in one go. Just solve the first problem. Once you've solved that, you take the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And that's how you can deal with the psychological weight of making a pivot in your business. I hope this video provided some value, and maybe we can start a conversation about this. I would love your thoughts and opinions and ideas. Please like, share, and do a comment on this. Reach out to me personally if you need that type of contact with me. I'm here to help. I understand entrepreneurs, I understand business owners. I've been doing this for 20 years and I'm still standing. And so can you. Don't give up. We're here to support each other.